This meeting is being recorded.
Hello.
Hello, Scott. I can hear you.
Yeah, how's it going?
All good, mate. Yep, and I can see you as well now. Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Scott, whereabouts are you calling from?
Northern Ireland.
Nice, Northern Ireland.
Okay.
Nice. From England, if you couldn't tell from the boring accent.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got
How's
about
it going?
5 minutes for now. Should we just jump straight in?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Cool. Really, Scott, I suppose main reason why we're here is just to get a good understanding of where you're at, why you're even trying to improve your mobility and what your sort of long-term goals are. And if I feel like actually the best pathway for you would be on a different route, some of our like personalized coaching or anything like that, then I'll make the recommendation. But if actually I feel like where you are is the best suited for you, then we'll leave you there if that all sounds fair.
Yeah, yeah. That's good.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. So Scott, I suppose best place to start is what's actually the biggest challenge with your mobility right now?
Yeah. I've always had like weight problems, so was doing HIIT exercises, helped me lose a lot of weight, dropped from 20 down to 16 stone. But recently I heard like a sort of a click noise. you know, uh, when I was doing the warm-ups, I don't know the official name of it. Someone says it's called opening the gate. I was using YouTube tutorials.
Yeah.
Um, and when I did that, I heard like a click. And then I've noticed anytime I go to lift my right leg up, I hear like this really loud click noise.
Yeah.
And like there's a slight I wouldn't, it's not unbearable, but there's like a discomfort, sort of like in my, like the center of my spine.
Yeah. Yeah. And is that all of the issues that you're having right now in
So
terms of mobility?
Yeah. Well, also I when I try to do the squats, I hear the clicking in my knees now. In the past, I never had that. So
So at the moment, it's lower back, knee, and are you talking groin, like groin hip area?
above that, I would say sort of like where the navel is,
Right. Okay.
sort of near the navel. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. And um, at the moment, how often are we actually noticing this? Is this something we're noticing like every day? Is it a few times a week, or is it just when you work out? Like,
It's just when I do those movements.
right.
So
Okay.
like
What about the
I can
lower back?
walk perfectly fine.
What
Lower
about?
back. Yeah, I can get pain in my lower back if I'm just sitting too long, but that's only to be expected. But yeah.
Yeah.
Lower back is fine when I go for a walk or whatever. Like I went for a walk today, no pain at all. It's just when I'm working out.
Why is it that you think is to be expected when you're sitting down to have lower back pain?
Oh, I just assume because you're not moving your muscles, so there's going to be a bit of like, strain, because certain muscles are going to be overworked to compensate for balancing.
Yeah. No.
No, I mean, I'm not an expert, like, I'm just
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah, no, no, it's cool. I mean, I don't expect you to be an expert or anything, but no, I suppose what your normal is different to everyone else, right? But yeah, when you sit down, from as far as I'm aware, you're not supposed to have discomfort or pain all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, yeah, like just a bit of discomfort. It wouldn't be unbearable.
Yeah, yeah, no, cool. I get you, I get you. I mean, in terms of the knee and just above, where the navel and stuff, is that just when you're working out? Yeah.
Just when I use those movements. So if I
Yeah.
lift my leg up to, a 90-degree
Yeah.
angle,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I would hear it click. Left leg is fine, just the right leg.
The right leg. Okay. I mean, how long's this been going on for now?
Uh, I would say maybe a month.
It's been going on for a month. Okay.
Yeah.
And so before the last month when this happened, before then, did we feel 100% free within our body?
Um, s- See, I wasn't terribly active prior to it, but I never noticed any issues.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the HIIT exercises and stuff before that last month, I was fine.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of everything else other than this month, we're absolutely fine. We ain't got any stiffness, any discomfort. It's just literally the last month. And
Yeah,
it's just
just
enough.
occasionally. just occasionally I can get some shoulder pain, but again, I assume it's because I don't properly, uh, do like the shoulder rotations and stuff. I've started to take it more seriously now, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, and in the last month or so, and even prior to that, I suppose, what have we been doing in terms of making sure we stay mobile, we stay fit enough, and we don't get injuries, so that we can carry on staying fit, staying active, doing the exercises that we need to do to lose the weight?
Yeah, well, I've been trying to do more stretches, and that's actually why I bought this course because it seems to focus on mobility. Because there
Yeah,
seems to be like this whole mixture of ideas, and I thought I may as well just buy a course because like for every video you watch on YouTube, there's someone saying something different. Like some are like you have to be doing stretches for an hour, then some are saying 30, some are saying 20. Some people are saying, "Are you crazy? You should just be doing lifting weights."
yeah.
Everyone's contradicting each other.
Yeah, so what have we been doing other so let's go back a bit, I suppose. How long has it been since you've lost this 4 stone?
Roughly a month ago, once I started hearing the clicks, I got a bit discouraged. So
Right, so
I was
I mean,
I just stick to walking. It wasn't maybe like a 20-minute walk every once in a
yeah.
while. I
No,
wasn't
no,
keeping
I
consistent.
get that. I mean, when was you 20 stone?
Well, pretty much. So like I'm 34, so like I would say since I was maybe 20.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
I've just never been very
Yeah,
active.
no, no,
I
sorry,
mean,
Scott.
oh yeah,
What I mean is, when did we start losing the weight? Sorry, it's my fault. I should have asked the question better. Sorry.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, I mean that would have been maybe a year ago when I started doing the HIIT
Yeah.
workouts, because
Yeah.
I was able to work from home, you would do the workout from home.
Yeah, okay. And so over the last year, when we've lost this weight, how much like what have we been doing to make sure we stay mobile, you can stay fit and don't get these injuries?
Well, I wasn't really doing it right. So I was doing the HIIT exercises 3 times a week, and that
Yeah,
was pretty much it, which I think was another contributing factor to the knee problems and stuff, because, strenuous workout, then
yeah.
pretty much every other day was just sitting doing work and stuff.
So we've
So I
been
want to keep consistent now. Yeah.
yeah, so we've been doing the high intensity workouts and we've lost the weight, which is obviously great and that's fantastic. But
Yeah.
we was neglecting let's say, was neglecting the mobility, was neglecting the stuff that makes us actually stay healthy enough to be able to do the work. Is that a fair, accurate statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and in the last month, okay, then with what have we done in the last month to try and get back there? Just stretching?
I have tried to do some gradual stretches, but it's kind of one of those things. I'm going to set like a calendar reminder,
Yeah.
because yeah, it's not often enough. Like I'm not properly keeping track. Am I actually, remembering to do
Yeah.
it?
So so for
And
you,
then I'm not doing the HIIT exercises anymore since the clicking. So I've just been
yeah.
walking, which I know isn't enough to burn off more weight.
Yeah. So for you then, Scott, is it a case of like obviously you mentioned earlier you go on YouTube, you find 10,000 people telling you 10,000 different things. So you don't actually know what the right vehicle is for you to actually stay fit and get rid of this pain again. Is that sort of fair as well?
100%.
Yeah. So we've been doing some like stretching here and there over the last month. Before that, we wasn't really doing anything. But in the last month, ever since we've had these injuries, have we seen any progress, or is it still the same in terms of the clicking and the pain in our knee and things?
Again, it's if I try to attempt that
Yeah.
movement,
Yeah. Have we seen
like
any
so if
progress?
I so like natural movement is fine, but if I lift my leg to a 90-degree
Yeah.
angle, that's when I hear like the click and the discomfort sort of like in
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
center of my
Yeah. I mean,
spine.
so have we seen any progress with that in the last month though, since we've started trying to do stretching and things? No.
Thankfully it hasn't gotten worse, but
No,
there's
not
no
better.
progress. No.
Okay, no, okay. So yeah, it's just a case of you finding someone who can give you a plan, give you a structure, give you the right necessities and tell you exactly where to go, teach you the skills. We just haven't found that yet, basically.
Yeah. And I haven't had a chance to properly try out the course that I bought because for the first day, it's one of those you need to have like a pull-up bar, which I've yet to get for
Right.
myself.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can hold on to that might actually help with my back problem because I noticed that they had pointed out if you're able to sort of hang, it
Yeah.
helps relieve pressure on the back. So that sounds like what I need.
Yeah. What actually, over the last year or so, why is it that you feel like we've actually neglected this side of the training, making sure we stay fit enough and healthy enough so we can lose weight?
Well, it's always been a concern, but I've just never properly done the right stuff. What I would say is I was just doing walking, not really pushing myself enough. And it was
Yeah.
only recently I discovered HIIT, so I was doing that and I was working out fine, losing weight. But then I thought I was doing a sufficient amount of stretches, but obviously something's happened
Yeah.
causing the clicking to take
But for
place.
you, Scott, do you actually know the difference between flexibility and mobility?
Um, I just kind of assumed they were one and the same thing.
Yeah, no, and a lot of people do, so I wouldn't worry too much that people use
Oh,
them
okay.
interchangeably. But well, flexibility is just having, range of motion, just being able to, lengthen the muscle, whereas mobility is having strength in the range of motion. So you can actually build core, you can build foundation so that when you are exercising, it's not just short term, stretching is just a short term relief, it just lengthens the muscle, right? Mobility, you build strength there. It's a long-term fix. You actually get to a place where you don't get these injuries because you're doing the mobility, that's sort of the method behind that. I mean,
Mhm.
for you then, Scott, like, why now is it the case of we actually need some professional mobility help?
Well, you see that's the thing. I thought I was doing everything right, just using the hit. So
Yeah,
it was only recently I discovered like there must be like a safer way of doing that. And then like through Instagram, I happened to be scrolling, and then I was like, it looked right to me. I heard something just point out, what you just said there, just rung a bell, about how you strengthening your joints,
yeah.
which
I mean, for you, why is it even so important to do it to stay fit, stay healthy anyway now? Like, why does it even matter to you so much?
just want to be, just to kind of improve quality of life.
Yeah, in what way?
Just a goal I set. Just want to lose weight, get stronger,
Yeah, no, that's great. And I mean, a lot of people don't even
but
care in the first place to
and
actually do
then
that. I mean, but like, so I'm glad that you are, and I'm glad that you're on that journey. I mean, for you though, like, what was the reason even behind it? Like, what's going on? Why is this actually so important to you?
do you mean like just sorry, I'm not sure. What do you mean?
Like, why is this whole journey? Why is it being able to stay fit and healthy so you can carry on doing all this? Like, why is that actually so important to you?
Um, it's just something I want to do. Just, you know, improve my health, make sure that everything's fine, for when I get older.
Yeah, I mean, can I share a story with you, Scott?
Sure, sure. Yeah,
Yeah, so I was actually speaking to a
I'm
guy.
here.
Yeah, no worries. I was actually speaking to a guy called Craig last week, and we done
Hmm.
that sort of conversation. And I asked him like, why are you even so bothered about all of this? Like, and he said to me, he bent down to tie his son's shoelace, and when he got to the bottom, he just burst out crying. And it wasn't because of the pain he was in because of his knee or anything. It was because he actually had to second guess whether or not he could even do this activity with his son. Now, it's people like that who come on board and they get such great results because they know exactly why they're here and why this is so important to them. So, I mean,
Hmm.
for yourself, Scott, if you had to really think about it, like, what is actually the deeper why for you?
Uh, like I don't know. It's just I'm determined to do it. Like I know where you're coming from now. Just like a proper goal to set. Uh, but yeah, just want to get fitter and possibly get back into sports because used to play tennis, but it was okay. But again, I was having knee issues.
Yeah.
But then I was out of the game for a long time, so I would like to be able to do that again. But I want to
Yeah, no,
strengthen
I get
myself
that
up.
as well, Scott. I mean, so for you, like you said earlier, you've been about 20 something since you was about 20 years old. You stayed that way for 14 years or 13 years, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you've got on this fitness journey, which is great. I mean, help me understand, like, where does that drive come from inside to actually make this the reality for you now?
It was always there, but it was just per time management, because I was focusing on my career and stuff, and then just some complications. So it was always on the forefront, but it was always I'll do it tomorrow. And when tomorrow came, I'll do it tomorrow. So, and it was only recently you know, I've been losing that much weight and I've been feeling better. So I've had more energy because of it.
Feeling better
So
in
it's
what way?
purely
How's it different to before?
just I have noticed the pain, not the pain, like the discomfort in the lower back and stuff
Yeah,
I had mentioned earlier had dropped significantly. I just feel like it's easier walking as well, uh, just quality of life's improved drastically in that regard. And that was just from losing 4 stone. So I imagine, technically I'm still overweight. So I'm hoping if I can just get to the recommended weight, I should be able to have an increase in energy levels so I can
yeah,
just get on with whatever I want to do in life.
yeah. And when we get to that stage, when we get to that point of where we are at that level, like, what changes for you? What does your life actually consist of at that point? Like, what are we trying to get to there?
Hmm. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those. I just want to improve my health overall. There's no particular obvious end goal.
Yeah.
It's just something I know that needs to be part of a lifestyle so I can just get on with my day, have a bit more energy, just feel, fitter.
Yeah, I mean, for you then, if we was to live in a world where we couldn't carry on doing our HIIT exercises, where we couldn't get down to that ideal weight, like, what would that mean for you?
Oh, like hypothetically, if I wasn't able to improve.
Yeah, like if we went down the road that where we are now, where we can't get the improvements and we're still struggling, if we carried on down that road and we couldn't get down to the ideal weight and we couldn't do the HIIT exercises, we couldn't get back to playing sports, like, what would it mean for you to live in a world like that?
Um, Not quite sure. Just carry on with whatever it is I'm doing. But yeah.
Yeah, and what sort of effect would that have on you if you had to carry on or even go backwards?
And yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't want to regress. I definitely wouldn't want to go back to the weight I was because
Yeah.
it was one of those you don't notice it. It's only when you actually lose it you realize, wow, that was bad. So it's more of a once you've lost it, you realize the consequences.
Yeah, I mean, for
So
you, if you was to go back, because we didn't, say if we don't fix this, we don't get on top of this now, and we don't actually get a plan in place, and we don't go down that road. Like, for you, what would it mean to go back to that?
mm, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but obviously it would just be more inconvenient.
It wouldn't be the end of the
There's
world.
there's like what's that?
It wouldn't be the end of the world for you to lose that year's worth of progress.
No, because it's just not really, you know, the be all and end all. I do want to obviously improve, but I mean, obviously I've coped before. I could cope again, but obviously I would like to just get stronger or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like that mindset of not caring, that mindset of like, oh well, if it happens, it happens. Do you think that actually serves you? Do you think that actually has your best interest at heart?
No, in a way, yes, because you have to kind of manage expectations. Like
Do
if
you though?
obviously.
Do you have to do that, or is that a limiting belief that you feel like you're setting yourself up for failure already? Do you feel like that's why we've got to a point where we've been injured for a month and we haven't sorted out, or even the fact of the year before that, we've got to a place where we weren't prioritizing the mobility so we can carry on doing that?
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, in that regard, yes.
Because Scott, let's look 6 months down the line, right? You've got to the ideal weight, you've got healthy, you're back doing sports. You can do all these things that you probably want to do that at the moment you're not doing, like, right? Do you feel like that version of you there to get
Hmm.
to that point? Do you feel like he would be sitting here now telling me, "Oh, if I go back, it's okay."
Yeah, I mean, obviously, worst case scenario, you know, I was just thinking worst case scenario, it's not the end of the world, but obviously, I would like to get to that point,
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
is it a want or is it a need though?
Yeah, I,
Which one?
yeah,
Is it
looking at it in that direction, yeah, yeah,
Is
I
it
would say
is
it's a
it a
need.
want or a need? You know, if is it a want, like say for like a bear hunting a deer, right? A bear wants to catch the deer because he's hungry, right? But a deer,
Mhm.
he has to run away. He needs to run away because if you don't, it's game over. You know, so for you, Scott, is it a want or is it a need?
Looking at it from that direction, I would say it's a need.
Why though?
I just couldn't.
Why do you feel like it's a need?
Well, it's just to improve the quality of health. I don't want to get, worse conditions down the line. So yeah, it is essential.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say that. If you don't care and if you don't
No,
want
no, no.
it, then it's fine at the end of
Yeah,
the day. You
yeah.
sure?
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's look down. And let's say we carry down this route. Let's look. How old are you now, Scott?
34.
34. Let's look to the time where 40, 45, 50, and we didn't fix these problems, and we couldn't carry on
Mm.
working out, and we snowballed back into that routine that we have been in for the last 13 years up until the last year. Like,
Mhm.
what would a day-to-day consequence actually look like for you?
It's kind of hard to envision that far into the future, but I would imagine everything would just get worse with age. That's probably what has happened with my joints so far. You know, it's just, becoming older, everything's just kind of degradation over time, with all your ligaments because due to not pushing it enough.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. Like, is it an age thing or is it a fact of not addressing it, right? Because I work with people who are 70, 80 years old and they'd run rings around a lot of people my age, because it just so happens it's not an age thing, it's a time thing. And the longer we leave these problems unaddressed, the longer we don't put action in, obviously the older we get. So
Hmm.
and it's like a living belief. I
Yeah.
mean, like we said, like when you was actually at that point of being, when you was 20 stone, you wasn't being able to be the person that you want to be. That's why you started this route, right? Like what sort of thoughts were running through your mind at that point when every day you were saying, "We'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow," and then you wouldn't do it. Like, how did that affect you?
Um, just see, I'm not sure because I just kind of try to just s- stay positive, stick with what I'm doing. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those retrospect of like, yeah, I should have just properly prioritized my time. Um,
Well, what do you
Looked
feel like?
online and apparently, like,
What do you feel like you missed out on because of not being able to prioritize it properly and leaving it so late?
um, well, obviously sports and stuff, just quality of life stuff. Um, Less energy, I could have possibly done more because, I felt like I've been able to do more just by losing 4 stone quite recently.
Yeah. What do you mean by more?
So,
Though? What does more actually mean?
well, just getting fitter in general,
Yeah.
because like I'm still, you know what I mean? Just need to get fitter.
Yeah. So for you then, Scott, if we was to look by the time we're 40, like what would a day-to-day consequence be for you then?
Um, well, I don't know, I'd probably end up with like worse health conditions, perhaps. You know, It's what I'm trying to do. It's more about prevention.
Yeah.
Obviously, improve my quality of life now, so I get more energy to do the stuff I want to do, and then prevention of, my health getting worse.
Yeah. What are we actually trying to prevent? Like what conditions have you got at the moment?
Oh, currently I have epilepsy. So I had that since I was 20. Ended up with a compression fracture in the back, so that's why I was out of action for a good while.
Yeah.
Uh, and then obviously trying to get back on the mend and stuff. Was perfectly fine, with my back in the end. Uh, and then back in 2022, had another major seizure. Finally got it under control, and I'm actually at a point where I'm able to confidently work out now. In the past, I was always scared about working out because it wasn't properly under control. I could randomly get like a random jerk, a
Yeah.
body jerk, which was dangerous. If I was lifting something heavy, doesn't matter what happens, everything's falling. So, but now that I've got new meds and I'm more confident about what I can do now. So that's why I've been able to do proper workouts.
So for you then, it's about preventing this getting worse in the future. And that's why
Yeah,
staying fit and so healthy. Is that why it's so important to you?
yeah. Plus, I know for a fact, like my first fall back in 2012, compression fracture, it was really bad because I was overweight. But
Yeah.
I was even starting to lose a tiny bit of weight roughly when I had my major one
Yeah.
recently. So I was thinking to myself, how bad would that have been if I still had have been my previous weight?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just kind of hoping God forbid, but in the future, if I'm at a much more realistic weight, the fall will be less.
Yeah. No, and I appreciate you sharing that with me and the transparency, Scott, in this, really do appreciate that. And it's great that that's why we're here. I mean, for you, is that something you're willing to settle for in terms of letting yourself go back to being that version of you where we was overweight, we wasn't working out? Is that something you're willing to settle for?
Well, it's one of those things. It's I don't want to get back to that. It was
Yeah.
just I was a bit
Yeah.
you know
For you then, like
wasn't one to bog you down with that.
how committed actually are you on a scale of like 1 to 10 to making sure that that reality never really happens?
11.
11.
Yeah,
Sure.
can't 100%.
Yeah, no, brilliant. And to be honest, that is what we like to hear, and that's what we want to hear from people that when we're talking to them, because I can appreciate it's been a hard journey to get to this point, and due to, the all different sort of conditions that everyone has, and in terms of like what they do for work, what their hobbies are, what they do in terms of just their day-to-day lives, but also, just even the way that we just hold our phones, just our daily tasks. These can create their own specific problems that are completely specific to what you have and you are the person with your imbalances. Like for example, your imbalances are going to be completely different to mine. I play a lot of football. I play a lot of rugby. Like these sort of things create their own imbalances. So ours are going to be completely different. And that's why, when we're looking at, for yourself, I can appreciate it's probably been like a 10, 15-year journey of neglecting our health, neglecting our body. That's got us to the point now where we've lost the weight, which is great, but we're getting the injuries now, right? Because we don't have that sort of plan in place. And I can appreciate it's probably been a hard journey. And if we're being just completely honest, a 4-week toolkit program with a few repetitive videos that has no guidance, that has no structure, you know, it's not going to be the magic bullet that a lot of people think it is when it comes in terms of eliminating years of the build up and all the imbalances and the root causes that's happened. And the main reason being, Scott, is many people they come on board and they don't even finish it. The stats literally show us that 3% of the people who buy it actually finish the toolkit because we're 96% more likely to actually reach our goals when we have accountability in place, when we have a team and a network behind us that are pushing us and make sure we get towards our goal. But also, you don't actually address the root cause of the issues when you're on the toolkit, because you don't know what they are yet. Without going through the analysis, you can't know what's actually going on. And that the way that sort of works, like I said, with a woman called Vicky that we've actually had on recently, she was a runner. She actually had to stop running because she had this hip pain. I think she used to run like 4 different marathons or something stupid in all different countries. She actually had to stop because of her hip pains. Now coming on board, she'd been to physio, chiropractors, massage parlors, all these sort of places, trying to work on her hip through coming on board, what should I do with the movement analysis? It's from there, we're saying that she has the imbalances and the root cause is all coming through her ankle. From there, we managed to build her a structure program by reverse engineering the problem. Every single session, she's working on the foundations of building up through the ankle, building the strength to stop her hip overcompensating. So
Mhm.
from there, that's how we sort of navigated that. And she's now running again. She's left the program now. She's done her year, but she's now running again. She actually sent me a picture the other day of her doing another marathon. So, and that's what we do offer with some of our personalized coaching. But I'll be honest, Scott, it isn't for everyone, and we're not trying to be
Mhm.
for everyone. We only want people who are 100% committed. Because at the end of the day, we're going to give you a structured program. We're going to build you something that will give you results, and it's going to be completely specific to what you need, and it's going to get you the results in a relatively short amount of time. Like it will. And again, though, it's not a magic bullet, and it will take 2-3 hours a week for you to actually ensure that you get the results. And it's going to take you being committed. I mean, is that something you're actually ready to make a priority now, Scott, to ensure that you can stay the fit, active version of you that you want to be?
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah,
like,
I believe so.
if you like, I can run you through exactly how that works, what it would look like, and then we can go and see if you're even interested.
Mhm. Sure.
Okay, cool. So, do you have a pen and paper or anything nearby just to make a couple notes?
Yeah. No, I'm just on my phone, so it's okay if I just kind of hold it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this,
no,
and
no,
I
it's
can
no
just
worries.
type.
Yeah, it's no worries,
Cool.
no worries, no worries. Cool. So, the first step, are you all ready, by the way?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ready.
cool, cool, cool. So, the first step is elimination and prevention. Now, this is all about getting rid of the pain in your knee, the lower back discomfort, which is our main priority, but also some of that shoulder pain. But again, really the main thing for you, Scott, is going to be actually preventing you from getting further injuries, putting you in a position where you'd never have to stop your workouts again, so that you can carry on losing the weight and being the version you want to be, making sure that you actually age gracefully and you can carry on going back to doing sports, carry on to doing workouts, just losing the weight and just stop that subtle shift of creeping back into the old habits that we've sort of gone to. And what we do is we get you on board with a coach straight away. We find out everything about you, what you're doing for work, what your goals are, what your hobbies are, habits are, all of these things. And then from there, that's when we give you a full body analysis. This allows us to understand exactly where your limitations are in your body, where the pain's coming from, and also what the root cause is, which is the most important part. So we actually identify how to stop it. Once we've done this, we put together the structured program, and it's completely specific to what your body actually needs. And you will be the only person with your program as it's completely tailor-made to you. The reason why we do that, Scott, is so week by week we can actually track your progress. We want to see your tightness going from, up here, down to here, down to here, till it's there, and then all the pain be completely gone in your knee and in your back. And that's what success actually looks like to us. Not only are you going to feel better every single week, but we'll be able to judge your progress, continuously retest you, make the adjustments needed in order to get you towards your goal as quickly as possible. And that's the other great thing about this as well. We can make sure we do that because we have the accountability in place. We have people all around us making sure you're getting to where you want to go and you're doing what you need to do. But if you're not staying consistent, if you're not making the progress we know you can be making, it's very simple. We just pick up the phone. We have a call just like this. We work out exactly why it's not sort of gone the way we want to at the moment. And we work together. We're a team. We want to get you to your goal just as much as you want to get there. And that's the great thing about having, a structured plan with a coach who's there to specifically identify exactly what your body needs, because it's not going to be a generic video system or anything like that. It's completely specific to you. And that's the elimination piece. That's how we get you out of any stiffness, any pain, any tightness, any problems with your knee. And that's about making you completely mobile and actually injury proof. Does that all make sense on the first step there, Scott?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any questions so
I
far?
was just recording. No, that seems fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Now, the second step is all about movement mastery. And
Okay.
the beauty of this program is we have people come in at all different entry levels. We've taken people out of wheelchairs. We have your average person with your average injuries, and we also have athletes. Okay. No matter where you start, there's so much progress for you to make. There's never end. It's unlimited when it comes to mobility training. There's so much for you to achieve in this. But of course, everyone comes in and they want to eliminate pain. They want to prevent injuries, and that's obviously great. And that's obviously why we're here, and we want you out of the pain. but there's so many levels to the training, depending on how deep you actually want to go into it. But the key focus point for us is really just building functional skills development. So that by the time you're actually coming out of the program, we want you doing advanced movements like splits, back bends, hangs, deep squats, pull-ups, all of these different sort of things, handstands a lot. And it's not because they're fancy or because they look good or because they're cool or anything like that. It's because when you're able to do these things, doing simple things like just being able to get off the ground easily, or getting out of the car becomes easy, picking a pen up off the floor, doing the exercises, being able to just lift your knee up again how you was before, that becomes seamless because you have this harder arsenal of skills in the back pocket. And that's what it
Mhm.
actually looks like to have complete movement mastery. Does that all make sense there as well, Scott?
Yeah, just about yeah, I've noticed on the course there was handstands, which
Mm.
obviously is there a safer alternative, obviously for me, if
Yeah, so
because like
how
if
it
I
works.
fall, that's going to be a heavy
Yeah, no,
fall
of
on my
course.
head.
So how it works is when you first come on board and we get you started on the one-on-one coaching, we
Mhm.
build you up. Obviously, that's why that's the beauty of it. Like the toolkit at the moment, it's a generic video system. It gets sent to tens of thousands of people. It's not specific for you. There's no guidance and there's no structure. So once you come on board with us, we do the analysis and we work out exactly what your level is, and we build you up slowly. It's continuous, It's every single session, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, until you've then got the confidence to be able to do things like handstands, splits. That's the thing as well. You work with coaches and experts of mobility training who have been doing it for 20, 25, 15,
Yeah.
10 years, They know exactly how to handle every single person. Again, like I said, we have people in wheelchairs, we have athletes, we have normal people, we have everything in between. So we balance it out and make it completely specific to what you can do and what we want you to be able to do, and
Yeah.
continuously up the game. Does that all make sense? Does that answer your question?
Uh, like what I mean is like I would never be comfortable. I mean, just even if I was at that physical fitness, it's
Yeah,
just you in terms of my, condition,
yeah, yeah,
seizure
yeah.
wise,
Yeah. So
it
if you
just
didn't
wouldn't
want,
be safe. So what would be a safer alternative to handstands?
yeah, so if you didn't want to do handstands, then that's obviously, we would never make you do it if you didn't want to do it. But yeah,
Yeah,
you
is there a
can do
safer
everything else.
alternative? Yeah.
We can get you to do everything else that we offer. All the other movements that we do. Safe alternatives as well would be being able to do it, if you had mattresses around you or if you've done it on a bed or something. But again, if you didn't feel comfortable doing that, then you don't have to do handstands. You can do there's thousands of other exercises for us to be able to work around with you to get you different results in terms of your shoulder and all of these sort of things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That all sound good?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
The only reason like we add the handstands in is because a lot of people it's a good way to measure progress, if that makes sense. It's not so much you get a lot out of being able to do it. It's a case of it's a good way to measure progress.
Yeah, okay,
Cool.
that's
Right.
great.
Yeah. So and then the last step and the most important one that I think anyway is about making you completely self-sustainable. So a lot of places they want you to come back. We don't want that. We want to actually fix the problem at the root cause, make sure that you're fit and healthy. You never have to go to anywhere else for problems again. But also, it's not a get well, get fit soon program. We want to teach life skills. We want people to take this away with them for the rest of their life, show friends, show family, whatever that may be. We literally want to have a lifelong impact on you. And the only way we do that is by teaching you all of the knowledge that we've accumulated through hundreds of thousands of pounds, dollars spent on university, college degrees, different education systems, mentorships. Literally, we've got years of trial and error and already thousands of success stories that have already come through the program. And we don't just want to give you the program and say go for it. We could do that because you would still get some good results. But the reason why that doesn't work properly is because you're not learning how and why you're doing it. But also, you end up doing the exercises you enjoy, not the ones that you actually need in order to actually fix the problems that you're having. It's like if we go to the gym and you got to do chest and arms or you got to do legs, like you're probably going to just do the chest and arms because that's more fun, right? And that's the sort of the way we go around it. And when we actually teach you the exercises, that just going to give you the most results. That's it. That's all we want to do. That's what needs to happen. And by the end of it, you want to be leaving here a mobility expert because you've literally soaked up all the tools and all the knowledge to arm yourself to be able to do this for the rest of your life. It's literally a lifelong skill that you get through going through this program. And that's what true self-sustainability looks like. So you never have to waste time doing any of the other things, and that you can always go back to this and make sure you're staying fit and healthy for as long as possible. So Scott, that's what we do. This is how we
Hmm.
actually do what we say we're going to do. When you come on board straight away, you get on boarded with your coach, you perform the movement analysis. This will be 12 to 15 exercises like trying to touch your toes, squats, lunges, anything like this. And from there, like I said with Vicky, that's how we actually do the analysis. That's where we get the problem. We find your root cause, reverse engineer it, build the structured program. So every single time you're doing a session with us, every single time you're doing anything, week by week, you're going to be getting clear, tangible progress. You're not just aimlessly doing stretching or aimlessly doing anything without knowing what the end goal is. You're actually working towards something every single time you're doing anything with us. And then we just continuously retest it. Every single week we're changing your workouts. Every single week we're getting that compound interest where we just keep going, keep going, keep going. As soon as you come on board with your coach, Scott, you get 6 days a week, 24-hour access to your coach and all the other coaches on the program. You get one-on-one coaching throughout the whole time you're with us. Now, however that may be, that works out absolutely fine. For me, anyone that's working with me, I always say for the first 6 weeks, we want to be doing 2 or 3 sessions a week, one-on-one. Reason being, one, you want to make sure you have an eyes-on approach so you're doing everything correctly and safely. Because two, you don't want to be getting any more injuries or further injuring yourself or overdoing it. So we want to make sure we're doing it like that as well. So yeah, we always do. I always say 2 or 3 at least a week. But then after that, it's whenever you and your coach feel necessary. If you want to, for the whole time you're here, if you want to be doing such a hands-on approach, that's absolutely fine. We have no problem with that. The only reason why after the first 2 months or so it stops happening is because most people are becoming self-sustainable, and most people just want to carry on doing it themselves now. Just having us
Hmm.
checking in every day, really testing you, and getting you on that sort of runway where you can do this for years to come. And then lastly, Scott, you get access to the Everfit app, and this app is going to be the hub of the program. That's going to be where we show you everything. That's where we send you all your workouts, even though we're going to be telling you about it and walking you through it that way as well. But the reason why we send you it all on the app as well is because once you're finished with us, we literally want you to take it all forever. You get to keep the whole program. Everything is literally yours for life. It's yours forever. The only thing you lose access to is the one-on-one coaching. That
Yeah.
yeah. But also as well, Scott, in the program on the hub, you've got access to a community with thousands of people in. Every single day, people are posting their wins, posting their goals. There's weekly group calls for people with like scoliosis, sciatica, arthritis, all these different groups with people with different injuries, different conditions. They have these weekly calls so that you can then join the program, look at someone who's 9 months into their journey and see, wow, I'm just like them when I started, and I'm going to be able to get to that point you know so you can actually see
Mm.
that there is a roadmap, there is a way for you to get where you want to go, and that's the beauty of having this in the program. Also,
Okay.
the thing that I like the most about it is when I'm seeing 85-year-old women doing splits and handstands. That was getting me out of bed, getting me motivated every single day so that I could actually start doing the training I needed.
Hmm. Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, Scott, that's what we do, that's how we do it. Based on all of that, do you feel like this is something that can actually get you injury free, get you back up, keeping you active, get you healthy, and actually start putting that work in?
Hmm. Yeah.
What is it that you actually like the most about it?
Uh, the sustainable part, just being 100% certain on what I need to do and then how to keep at it, really. You obviously improving my health.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for you then,
So,
like
yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you feel like this could actually be the missing piece of the puzzle that you've been missing?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sounds like a 10. Yeah.
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 Hey, cool. Well, Scott, I just want to be completely realistic. We've had, like I said, these problems haven't just appeared overnight. It's been a build up of some years ongoing for us to actually get to where we are now. And I just want us
Yeah.
to have enough runway so that we can get you injury proof, so that we can get you to a place of being completely, so you can actually prevent any more coming, but also so that you can learn the skills, so that you can become self-sustainable. so that you can
Hmm.
carry on doing this. Take this a practice that you do for the rest of your life. So you can keep the weight off, so you can stop these conditions, so you can actually just be the version of you that we spoke about today, that I know that you want to be. And in order to do
Then
that,
just one question before I forget.
yeah,
Uh, for the observation, do I just like film myself, or
yeah.
does
So
it,
we,
is it
we'll
like a
send you,
live feed or what?
so we'll send you 12 to 15 exercises to do. You could like if you wanted to do it live, you could. The only reason why I always say to people to film it is because I can watch you do like say for example squats.
Hmm.
In real, if you was to do it over call in real life, I'd have to make you do 10 squats. Whereas if I got you to do it twice and send me a video, I can replay it however many times, so I can actually get to the root cause and I can analyze you properly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, actually that works out better. I was just gonna say, yeah, I would prefer it that way,
Yeah, yeah,
instead of live.
yeah. No,
So
that's
yeah,
I've always put it that way because, like I said, you can actually get a proper analysis that way.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I was saying, just have enough runway to actually do this. Like we offer different lengths of programs. Now we offer like a 2 year program, but I don't think you need that, Scott. I really don't. I think I wouldn't even want to offer you that 2 year program. I think a 1 year program would be the absolute ideal place for us to start because, like I said, it gives you enough runway to learn everything, to really get a hands-on approach, to have the coaches with you every single step of the way for a whole year, guiding you, teaching you everything. Now,
Mhm.
for the 1 year program, it was a £10,000 investment, but for this call, it's actually a £7,000 investment, and you can break that up over one pay, two payments, three payments, four payments, whatever's works best for you, Scott.
Mm, yeah. Uh, I think I'll just leave that.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah, you said 7,000.
Yeah.
Hmm. I think I'll just sleep on it.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, Scott, I mean, investment aside a minute, like take a step back. Other than the financing, is this something that you 100% are interested in, want to do?
Hmm. Yeah.
Other than the financing, just so we're on the same page, like you can say no if you're not interested, it's absolutely fine. Just other than the
Yeah.
financing, it's
Just
something you 100% want to do.
yeah. Yeah. 100%. I think I'll just yeah, it just doesn't seem realistic. Plus, you said it was like 6 months, but then you mentioned a year program.
Yeah, we have different lengths of program. I never said it was 6 months. I said we have a 2 year program and a 1 year program.
Okay, but you mentioned something about 6 months earlier, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
think
let's
I'll
just
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 have
to make
to.
sure. Let's just make sure. Is this definitely something you'd want to do? It's just literally financing holding you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, that's absolutely perfect, and that's fine because, listen, Josh and Vonya, they're not stupid. They understand that not everyone can pay this sort of money straight up front, or anything like that. They're not silly by any means in this, the imagination. I mean, for yourself, then, Scott. They are very flexible. They actually leave it up to us to decide a lot of things. Like there's no set in stone investment. So if we could have a look at how much money you've sort of got at the moment inside to put into investment and open honest conversation in terms of what your financial situation is right now, and then I can see what I could actually do for you. Because like I said, there's nothing set in stone in terms of pricing or split or payments.
Okay. Um, See, I thought this was just going to be like, I wasn't expecting a course. I thought this was just going to be like a rough explanation of what to pay attention to in the course that I already bought.
Yeah,
So yeah, I wasn't expecting this. So
I get that, but
yeah, just realistically, just right now, it's not realistic.
yeah, I mean, like I said, in terms of the financing or in terms of the program, because obviously.
Financing.
Yeah, so like I'm saying, we could actually work things out. If I could have a good understanding of where you're at financially now, the pricing, the program lengths, everything like that, I can sort of work around what suits you best. It's nothing set in stone.
Yeah. Well, I would need to get back to the drawing board. thanks for letting me know this, and
What is it that you feel
I'll
like you need to think about? What is it that you feel like you need to think about just to see if I can actually help you?
just cost. Like I need to do some number crunching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can tell
It's a
me.
lot. I mean, I just feel like if I'm paying 7,000, would it be more realistic for me to actually just, because I don't have any fitness equipment either. I have like
Yeah,
resistance bands and that's it. I
yeah.
mean, it
So
might be
what
more
we
realistic for me to just go to a gym, get a personal trainer in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, you can, and that's absolutely fine. In terms of a personal trainer, again, I'm sure they're great, but are they going to be 100% qualified in mobility training, which is what you're after? But also, when it's in terms of your local area, you might have you've got the pick of the bunch there and the best ones there. I mean, for us, we have the best pick of the bunch of the world, right? We're in 50 different countries. I mean, for yourself, Scott, if it is definitely something 100% that is just about financing, like I'm saying, I can help you out here. I mean, they did used to offer a 6 month program, and that's probably why it was maybe I even brought it up, but they don't offer it no more. It's a 1 year or 2 year. The reason being is because most people were just doing 1 year anyway. No one really was doing the 6 months. So they got rid of it and added the 2 year. Now,
Yeah.
for yourself, if it is something that you was definitely 100% interested in, I could go and have a look, see if we could just get you enrolled for the year. No, for the 6 months, sorry. And then if you wanted to extend, you obviously could still extend. And if not, then obviously you didn't want to. But I could see if we could actually get you on for the 6 months. And then obviously
Mm.
it's a significant price drop there as well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you can just, you have my email address anyway. If you could just contact me what equipment I would need, because I know I'll obviously need like a pull-up bar or something, a
You won't
vertical
need
pull-up
pull-up bars
bar.
for the mobility training, no. Not
No.
for the one-on-one coaching, no. You won't need a pull-up bar. The only thing you will need is like a box that you can sort of rest on, a couple of like 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg weights, nothing too crazy. I mean, the overall setup cost about 20, 30 quid, nothing crazy at all. That's the only thing you would need for the program. Now, I could find out pretty quickly in terms of exactly what it is you'd need. I mean, in terms of for the financing, I mean, if we was to look at the 6 month program, I know the price it used to be 3,500. So then you can break that up into whatever way really suits you, really.
Hmm. Okay. Well, right. Yeah, if you can just sit for me over the list of stuff that I would need for it. So
Yeah, I
just
mean,
the
I
two.
told you it's a couple of kg dumbbells, 3 kg dumbbells, and a box for you to be able to rest on. You've already got the resistance band, so that'll be
What
used.
kind of box? Like what you like have like there's
Literally
different
just says, yeah,
widths and
they're not different widths. So I think you can literally get them. They're like that big little box, just so you can lean on, rest your feet on, all of them sort of things. It's just to have a platform, basically.
okay. Any brand you recommend?
No, you just go on Amazon, type in a little yoga box or anything like that. They'll come up. They're very, they're very cheap. If I'm being completely honest, it's just a couple kg dumbbells that you'd need.
Yoga box?
Yeah,
Okay. Didn't know the official name. Okay, that's fine. Right.
yeah. So would the £3,500 investment be a lot more manageable for you?
Mm,
I can see there's some uncertainty there, Scott. Like, what exactly is
yeah,
it? What is it? What is it that you feel
it's
like?
just the financial. It just still seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you was to look 6 months down the
I
line
mean,
and you was actually
I can
free now,
understand it's because you're able to be available. There's like the availability there and all, but I thought this was going to be just a sort of rough guide of like this is what you need to do.
yeah, no, I
It,
get
it,
that. You might have
like
thought that, but we spoke about it now. You said you
yeah,
liked it. You said you're 100. You said you're 11 out of 10 committed. You then said you was 100% committed at the end. You said you liked
yeah,
the
100%.
program. So
Yeah,
yeah, we're here now, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Like I can understand that it's obviously, it's not a comfortable decision to make. I mean, for yourself there, Scott, do you feel like as humans, do we grow from comfort or uncomfort?
Yeah. I think I'll just leave it. Just realistically,
Yeah.
I'll just stick with I'll stick with the course for now. if I don't notice any improvement, then maybe I'll take a rain check on this.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that and I appreciate a lot of people have the same sort of views. But I mean, in terms of that though, waiting for it to see if it gets better or if it gets worse to then get for the help, it's like if you're an overweight guy, it's like waiting to lose weight before you go to the gym, right? It don't make sense. You go to the gym so that
Mm,
you can lose the weight. It's like you start the training so you can be pain free and start being able to do this. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Nah, for now I'll sleep on it, and yeah, if I feel like I'm not making enough progress, then yeah, I'll get in touch.
yeah, and that's fine,
Uh,
Scott. I just want to make sure that for yourself, like you know,
yeah,
you spoke about today how you want to get this, how you're trying to prevent the injuries. It's been a month, you haven't been able to work out. Them sort of old habits are getting back in. Like, do you feel like pushing the decision off, delaying it actually serves you the most?
repeat that. What was that? Sorry.
Do you feel like pushing the decision off and delaying the decision actually serves you in a way to prevent what you said to me you 100% don't want to happen in terms of not being able to work out, not getting fit and
I
healthy?
Yeah, well, I would just rather do the course first, see how I get on, and then if I make no progress, then pursue proper training because maybe it'll suit me fine.
So how long have you had the toolkit at the moment?
Like a week.
And how much have you done so far?
Well, I haven't had a chance as of yet, but
Why
yeah,
haven't
it's
you
something
why
I'll
haven't you
get
had a
into.
chance? Why haven't you had a chance?
I'll just realistically just haven't been at the house. I've been on the road.
What, 24 hours a day
But
for
yeah,
24 hours a day for a week you've not been in the house?
well, I sometimes sleep.
This is what I was saying for you there, Scott. Like 3% of people don't even
Yeah.
finish it. I mean, if you want to be realistic about staying fit, staying healthy, actually keeping the weight off, then you need to start doing the actions that are congruent with that, right? You can't just say it.
Yeah.
You can't just keep saying it. You can't just keep pushing the decision off.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you did mention 6 months at one point.
Yeah,
For how
so
much was it?
for the 6 months, it would be, I could get it down to you to 3,400 for the 6 months. You can break that up into four different monthly payments if that works out better for you.
Does that include interest?
Yeah, that's interest free.
Interest free. Would you really need the full year?
I mean, the
Or if
full
I'm
year,
determined enough, would 6 months be enough?
this is what I can say to you, Scott, is that I recommend the full year so that you can come completely self-sustainable. The only, in terms of getting pain free and learning the skills, you're going to get that in the 6 months. You're going to get that in the pain free and everything. That's our first step. That's going to be the first 2 months. That'll be done. It's just about making this a real habit and hobby that you take in for the rest of your life. But what I said to you there, Scott, is that I could lock in for you the discounted price for the year, but you could do the 6 months now, and I'll lock in that price so that if you wanted to extend, you could carry on for the discounted price. You could do that. I could lock that in for you. And then you can just start off for the 6 months, see how you go, see if you actually want to do longer, because you never know. People do 6 months. Like we used to offer it. The only reason we stopped is because they brought in the 2 year.
Okay. Yeah, so basically it's half of the year, so it'll be the half the price. Is that it?
Yeah, so it's a little bit less, 3,000. So it works out to being $4,500 because it's in dollars, you see. So and the year one is 9,500. So it's a little bit less. I could do a little bit less for you just because I know you want to do this. And I know it's something you want to do. It's just because it's a financial thing. If it weren't a financial thing, then obviously I wouldn't help you out. But because I know that's the only thing holding us back, I could do that a little bit of a discount there for you. So 3,400 for the 6 months. And you can split that up over four months for interest free, like we said. So
Okay. So is that $3,400 or
um
pound?
pounds, yeah. So it'll be
Pound.
$4,500.
Okay. 3,400
Yeah, so
for
four
6 months.
thousand five hundred dollars is actually 3,350. So there's a little another 50 quid there off.
Okay. 3,350, did you say?
Yeah, so it's 3,350, yeah. Instead of that's so it's $4,500 and that's what it works out to be, yeah.
Okay.
What we can do is we move forward with it today, Scott. You literally will get onboarded by what's time now? 2. You'll have the movement analysis. You can book that all in for either late tonight or tomorrow. From there, after tomorrow, they'll do this program for you. So tomorrow's obviously Monday. By Tuesday, Scott, you'd actually be taking the first step. You'd be doing your first sessions, and you'd actually be on that road to recovery and doing everything that we spoke about. I know you wanted to do, you know.
Okay.
It can all start for you as early as Tuesday.
Okay.
How you feeling? Is this something you want to do, Scott?
Just realistically now, I'll just have to leave it. Thanks for your time though.
No, it's not a problem, Scott. I just want to make sure that we're doing everything we're saying we're going to do, right? We're
Yeah.
saying we want this. We're saying we want to stay healthy. You spoke to me about preventing them conditions getting worse, so you're in a position so you don't have to go back to that. I mean, realistically,
Mm.
Scott, if we don't start taking the action, if we don't start actually doing the things we say we're going to do, it's already been a month, right? We've stopped having to do the works. It hasn't got better. Is it going to get better without any plan, without a structured plan, without
Mm.
a routine, without the eyes on the help?
Yeah. Mm.
What
Yeah.
decision actually serves your interest best?
Yeah, it's just not
Do you feel like in six months'
it's just
time,
not for
Scott, when
me.
you are when in 6 months' time, when you are fit again, you are active, you're back fit and healthy, you've got no pains, you're in the best shape you've been in the last 15 years, do you feel like you'd actually regret this decision today?
Mm. Well, I mean, on the flip side, if there isn't, and I do follow the course, is there like a refund?
Well, there's two things I can say to you there, Scott. First thing being one, I've never had anyone work with me and if you do what you're told to do, if you ask for help when you're struggling, if you reach out for any reasons when it's not working out for you, if you do them things, I've never had anyone not get the results. But let's just say you've done everything right. Let's just say you did ask for help every single time. Let's say you turn up to every session. Let's say you've done everything you needed to do and you didn't get results, then we do have refunds. But we don't want to take people on who are already looking at it from that negative sort of light. We want people who are going to put the work in, who are going to be committed. And if that's not you, then that's fine, Scott. But if it was a case of, listen, you've done everything, you turned up to every call, you've done every session we asked you to do, and you didn't get results, then yeah, we do refunds. But I've never seen that happen ever, not once.
Yeah.
I mean, what it comes down to, are you actually, you know, are you 100% committed to making the change and actually doing what you need to do?
Yeah.
And are you gonna ask for help if you're struggling, Scott?
Yeah.
Are you gonna exactly right? And have you come to a place today where you realize you need to actually do something different to get to the goals that you want?
Okay. Yeah.
So all that's left to do, Scott, is do this. I know you want to do it. I know it's an uncomfortable decision, and I get
Mm.
that. And that's just me with my coach's hat on. I get results out of people. And I know
Mm.
right now you probably hate me, but in 6 months down the line, you're going to say to me, Sam, I'm so fucking proud that I did this. And I'm so glad I could push on with it because it does change lives. And that's why I'm passionate about this.
Okay.
So in 6 months' time, Scott, you are pain free. You're the best you've been in 15 years physically. Mentally, you've followed in suit. Do you think you would regret this?
No.
So all that's left to do, Scott, is do it. And I know it's scary and I know it's uncomfortable, but that's why we're here, right? On this
Mm.
side, there's a version of you right now, and there's the version that you're trying to get away from. That's why we're on the call. That's why we're looking for help. And there's this version of you who's the best version of you, who's now pain free, back training, he's playing sports he wants to do, he's playing tennis, he's healthy, he's happy. All that's separating you is just commitment, determination, and the actions needed to actually get there. You know? And we can't
Hmm.
walk that bridge for you. We can't do that for you. But what we can do is hold your hand every single step of the way, push you to the most that we can, and make sure you get there. Right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, as well, how will you ever know if it's possible, or how will you ever know you can do it if you don't even try?
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I'll go for it.
You want to do it, Scott?
Yeah.
You sure? Definitely.
Hmm.
Okay, let's do it, mate. I'm glad. I'm very fucking glad that you said that. I was not. I'm very glad, mate. Right, let's get you signed in. By Tuesday, you're going to be up and running in the program. And Scott, every single time you make progress or you get results, I want to know about it every single time.
Okay.
You excited for it?
Yeah.
Good, mate. You should be. Very. Let's do it. How would it best work for you, Scott? Is it one payment, two payments, three payments, or four? What's best for you?
Um,
If you do the one payment, it can do it a little bit more cheaper. It's not a lot, but again, but if you do the four, then it's 3350.
okay. I'll do, I'll just do the full.
The one go.
Yeah.
Okay, mate, no worries. Right, I'm gonna send you this link over now, mate.
Okay.
1 second, just creating it. Right. It's in the Zoom chat. What's best? Do you want it on the email or on the Zoom chat?
Um, Send me an email.
Yeah, so so this first link, I'll just run you through how it works. This first link, send now. You just literally do the installment, the investment. After that, I then send you an email which has everything lined out, exactly how much it costs, what you're doing, everything like that. You just have to agree to that. And then after that, I filled out another form that just fills out all your notes. It then gets passed on, and then we book in your call after that. Okay. So on this Zoom call here, or I can send it on email, just to put the first investment link, and then after I'll send you an email with the full amount. Or do you want both on email? It's not a problem.
Both on email, just to be
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. No, no, I get it, to be fair. Only reason why I was asking, so I just had it typed out on the Zoom chat, so I thought it'd be easier for me.
All right. Yeah.
No, I'm only joking. It's not an issue. So, yeah, the best email for you is it Scott928?
928 at live.co.uk.
I've got it. So I'll just type, hi Scott, this link is this one. Right, just sent you that email. Whilst you take care of that, I can send out, the one with the actual onboarding email. Once I've
Hmm.
received it on my end, I'll send that to the same email works, right, for this one as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'll send that out as well. What's the last name, Scott? It's McCoy.
McCorkle.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Northern Ireland you from, Scott?
Derry, Londonderry.
Derry. I've heard of Derry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get that email, Scott?
Yeah, it's just loading at the moment.
Yeah, no worries. Just let it
Yeah.
comes through on my end once it's all sorted anyway, and then I can send this agreement straight out to you. It's not a problem.
Okay. The only thing is about getting it shipped over to. In order to do this, I'll have to close this. Do you know what I mean? Because the amount to pay, I'll need to get it out of my Savers account to my current
Yeah, I don't think you
to
have
be
to
able to
close
pay.
it. You can just swipe me up, I think. Like the Zoom. Talk about the Zoom.
No, no. So I opened the email you sent me,
Yeah.
but I've noticed for the amount to pay it off, I'll have to get my bank Savers account, put money into my current account.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But do you not have online banking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I need to use this.
Yeah, no, you can just swipe me
Yes.
up though. People do it all the time. It's not a problem.